The following program is intended for mature audiences.
A democratic republic of sports. The Sportsocracy with ESPN Asheville hosts Tank Spencer and Jeremy Greene.
And welcome into the Sportsocracy. I'm Tank Spencer. Brian Haynes is here. Jeremy Greene is here as well. And it is a Friday before a 3-day weekend. So just a warning, it could get a little weird today.
Yeah.
Kevin
Vick Memorial Bell was
a little dampened this morning. A little foggy mood like we got outside the Wicked Weed studios here. wickedweedbrewing.com. Check them out. Make your order today. Delivery, or we're on to new shit. So you can go and hang out in the tap room now down at Wicked Weed. wickedweedbrewing.com. Wicked Weed Brewing. Drink different. Last night in the NBA, we had the Los Angeles Lakers and the Phoenix Suns. Sort of. The Phoenix, I did tune in to the game, but I didn't see much of the Phoenix Suns. And that's very concerning to me. It's like they've just given up. At least in that one.
in the words of the great Heath Ledger, it's all part of the plan.
I turned on the game, and I'll be honest, because, look, I didn't watch the whole thing. I'll be honest with you. Me and the wife sat down last night and watched the Friends reunion. It's very
Phenomenal.
good. You should check it out. It's actually going to probably spur you to watch more of the show because you forget about things that happened
I didn't.
20 damn years ago.
I was quoting them at my wife. She's like, I don't remember that. I went, I did. Don't worry, I did.
I've seen them all 10 times over.
But as the program wound down and I went back into the living room where I had the basketball game on, it looked like LeBron James was at practice.
Mm-hmm.
He was just out there goofing off, and nobody was really playing any defense, and it was kind of sad. So, I mean, Chris Paul, he's obviously still hurt. Played, 27 minutes again last night and didn't do shit?
Couldn't do shit.
Right.
Yeah. Devin Booker was like, he couldn't hit water if he fell out of a boat. And Anthony Davis and LeBron James just do what they do and take over games and, become far superior in every way.
Far superior. It definitely looked like the far superior product last night.
Would you be surprised if I told you that was the first playoff game in LA for the Lakers, home playoff game in 9 years? 8 years?
8 years.
Yeah.
You know what I learned last night? That we're just 14 wins away from my
Oh my God, here we go.
Champion. Denver Nuggets!
Oh, the Nuggets get the 120-115 win last night over the Portland Trailblazers, and there's no stopping Nikola Jokic. You can't stop this trip.
I wasn't ready to move on to Denver. I was still wanting to talk about your far superior bullshit.
Okay.
It's all right.
Because I tell you, I do declare, if you want to talk about far superior, I will put a pin in that conversation until this time next week.
No, we're doing that thing where we do short little previews and then we dive into the game.
Yeah.
I mean, let's go ahead and throw it out there. I mean, the first game of last night was god awful.
Oh my God.
God, Miami just needs to quit.
Hey,
that's over.
A wise man once told me there's more than one way to fuck a chicken. And Milwaukee has shown that over the course of time.
Is there though?
100%.
Yeah. That's news to me. But,
You're only used to fucking sheep, is that what it is?
Well, what you want to do is you want to get boots on the front of them and get them to going downhill, because then they just pop backwards. They can't go forward. And they
Edge
don't
of
have
a
to
cliff.
do. Yeah.
Country roads take me home to the place I belong.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's a Friday before a 3-day weekend. What the fuck did you expect?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We seem like really gray today. Are we gray?
Well, that's because we're all wearing prison colors, right?
Right, we all look like we're sipping coffee on the line in the Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
It was at that point.
A man who walked through a mile of filth came out clean on the other side.
Oh, you have a really good Morgan Freeman voice, dude. I really like that. We're going to have to use that.
And into freight.
Yeah, we're going to have to use that in the next coming up. Yeah, are we going to talk about the Laker game now?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you want to talk about? Chris Paul gave up.
2 chicks did it at the same time.
Bingo.
It was, Phoenix scored 12 points in the second quarter. It wasn't like it was, shooting the lights out or anything like that. But the Lakers only scored 18 in the second quarter. Mm-hmm. So 16. It's not like they were light. 16? Sorry about that. I apologize. But it got a little chippy towards the end of the game, and I could see this kind of being going forward something to watch. I
said Chris Paul should not have played in this game.
Yes.
And I stick by what I said.
Mm-hmm.
Monty Williams, you might have been the AP Coach of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
I outsmarted you because Chris Paul should not have touched the floor in this game. Would it have changed anything? No, probably not. I don't think. Honestly, I think Michael Jordan could have laced up for the Suns last night and they still would have lost.
Right.
Prime Jordan, like pissed off, still had hair.
Yeah. There was not a single Phoenix Sun that had a positive plus minus last night.
Nope.
No.
Not one single one of them. Anthony Davis played really, really well. When LeBron James is going to the hole the way he was last night, he's very hard to stop. He just sometimes tends to just sit back and shoot too much from long range. Mm-hmm. But when he's imposing his will, going to the lane and just barreling through like a bowling ball, he's incredibly hard to stop, and that's what he does. I had this bad feeling that the Lakers were going to destroy him this game. I think they're going to have it's going to be a much tougher game 4. I think Chris Paul, he probably should have sat this game. If there was a game for him to sit, it was probably this one. Just rest it up a little bit. Let's see if we're going on. If not, if his shoulder's that bad, then he shouldn't even be out there at all. Because it's not helping his team. He was minus 20 last night, plus minus 20.
And that was the last time I saw Chris Paul in the NBA playoffs.
And it just seems to happen every single year with Chris Paul.
Yeah.
We talk about this all the time. Yes, Chris Paul is a great player, but this stuff happens every single year. He gets hurt or they're up 3-1 and he blows those leads. He's either hurt or they blow a 3-1 lead. That's what happens to him in the playoffs. And I love Chris Paul as a player. I've said it 100 times. I think he's the best floor general that this league has seen since Magic Johnson, as far as floor general, not point guard, so to speak.
Right.
But I don't know what Alexei could have done. And if Chris Paul is hurt, that's when Devin Booker's got to step up, and he didn't do it last night. And then he gets ejected from the game late. There was only 40 seconds left in the game, but it's just, it was like, I just want to get out of here. And it's almost like they just kind of gave up and wanted to finish the game. It kind of reminded me of those Pistons teams with Isaiah Thomas, when they would be down, they would just kind of walk off the floor or do whatever.
Right.
Those kind of things. It kind of looked a little bit weird to me. I think having some fans, it wasn't a lot. There were 7,000 fans, but you could still hear it and feel it a little bit. And the Lakers bench was hype. They were hype all game long. They were getting into it, and I thought they fed off of it pretty well. But it was just a straight up ass whooping.
And I will say one of the greatest streaks in the NBA continued last night.
Oh, what was that?
Chris Paul's teams have lost 11 games in a row that were refereed by Scott Foster.
Oh my God. That is an interesting
That
stat.
goes back to when he was in Houston.
Huh.
Damn.
Or no, Oklahoma City. I lied. Sorry.
They probably don't want to see that guy on there.
Scott Foster is the good God Almighty. He is the Bryson DeChambeau of NBA officials. He should have to wear that old man driving.
The Teddy Valentine from college.
He sucks.
Oh, I can't stand that brother.
He's a bird.
I said yesterday afternoon that I believe that if LA won this, the series was going to be done. Phoenix couldn't allow for LA to take the reins of the series. Mm-hmm. Now maybe I'll admit I was probably being a little too dogmatic about that.
Uh-huh.
But then after what I saw last night, I'm more convinced than I ever was.
It's hard to.
You'll know within 5 game minutes of Game 4.
Yeah. I agree.
If the Suns come out with some fight in them, you got a shot. Because you got to remember, if they can steal one game in LA, you still would theoretically have to win in Game 7 in Phoenix.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I don't necessarily think that's going to happen. My fear is the Suns are going to come out like a limp puppy and just get smoked.
Or they're
Game 4.
or they're gonna come out too jazzed
hyped.
up. Too jazzed up because
hold on, new person in the comments, Gym Nation 3.0. Torrey Craig is significantly underutilized by the Suns. Good. God, I'd hit it 10 more times for you if I didn't just hurt the hell out of my hand. That little button hurts. You hit it that aggressively. First of all, Gym Nation, welcome to the program. Second of all, as a Denver Nuggets fan, I could not agree with you more. Because I would love to have Torrey Craig back, and Phoenix just looks at him and goes,
he can do stuff.
Fuck him.
Yeah. I mean, just the way that Phoenix ended that game, way that they looked, they got a lot of, they need to do a lot to come out in Game 4, or they're just going to get run off the floor.
Well, and you take into the fact that the end of the game started getting chippy.
Yep.
Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because the Phoenix Suns were pissed.
Yeah.
Because they saw what I saw.
Mm-hmm.
They saw LeBron James and Anthony Davis having the time of their lives.
Yep.
Just not taking anything real seriously. Just I'm trying to think back. There was a LeBron cleared everybody out.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted Jay Crowder one-on-one. And he just toyed with him and played with him. And then, bam, made the move to the basket and went, yep, that's what I can do to you when I get you alone.
Drops that baseline underneath, reverse layup.
Yeah.
It falls to the ground. The whole bench is going crazy.
Absolutely.
Andre Drummond was over there actually mimicking him as he's doing his lean back. I mean, it was just... It was
the play that showed me this is the Lakers series. The Lakers have that.
I got that feeling I got the feeling that it was over for the Phoenix Suns last night.
And they are older, and could LeBron get hurt and or aggravate the ankle or whatever, and all that stuff could happen. But for right now, I think the full momentum is in the Lakers' court, and I don't know that I see Phoenix winning another game in this series. Like I say, it's going to depend on what they come out looking like in Game 4. But the fact that Devin Booker and Jay Crowder both got ejected from the game last night in the last minute shows me that that's just not – they're not mentally tough enough for playoff basketball yet.
There was a lot of people doing dumb shit at the end of the game last night.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean that we get to talk about my team now?
I mean, I think we've pretty much solidified that if Phoenix doesn't come out in at least the first quarter and show anything, then this series is completely over. So. Yeah. And we knew that probably from before the series started because I felt like the Lakers were far superior in every way.
The 2021 NBA champions Denver Nuggets! 120 to 115 last night. Austin Rivers had himself a game after, sitting on the sidelines for much of the season, and Nikola Jokic.
Are you not entertained?
Jokic,
That's all Nikola has to say this morning. Are you not entertained?
Yeah, dude.
Nicola.
Are you not entertained?
Beast
We are
mode.
just 14 games away from being a champion 2021 Denver Nuggets.
If you're new to the comment section here in the YouTube,
I'm a delusional
Denver Nuggets fan.
Yeah,
and,
fresh baby nubile Nuggets fan.
Yeah, and
he
it's
jumped on the bandwagon last
he
night.
had to find that from
you know why? Because Nikola Jokic is built like me, and I'm a big damn fan of it. Because he just goes out there like old dude at the YMCA and just smokes everybody.
That
big damn fan of it.
That new still of the 2K freaking simulation is going to be the new fire them cannons, by golly! Put some powder in those things.
Is that what that is?
What?
That's a 2K simulation.
Yeah.
See, I don't have any old Nuggets lifting the trophy because, we've never done that.
Yeah.
So
he's been a fan
I love
of the
all
team
this Wii talk,
for
too.
2 years.
He's
and
fully embraced the Wii.
He's now not.
Wii,
Hey,
100% Wii.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Wii.
He has been driving this train since last year, and we had to fight through this in the Lakers series last year in the bubble. I mean, there's nothing really to break down about last night for me because they are the more powerful team. And we knew that coming in, and I expected some of these games are going to be close. Dane's going to get his.
Sorry, guys. It was...
And because they have the ability to have Michael Porter go off on, every third night, or, I probably wouldn't have picked Austin Rivers to be the guy to come out and be the offensive power last night.
Austin Rivers when they wound up with him.
Mm-hmm. And has he not been starting and he just started last night? Or has he
he's been starting.
Oh, he's been starting? I haven't seen him in the starting lineup. It was surprised. I honestly didn't even realize that Austin Rivers was on Denver.
Yeah, well, he was one of those late additions.
He was cut by your Knicks.
The Knicks.
You know, he was traded by the Knicks and Oklahoma City. Cut him?
Yeah.
I mean, and look, I'm not an Austin Rivers proponent, but last night he was very, very good.
He can have games like this. That's what keeps him in the league.
And you know what? I'm going to continue to say what I've said for an extended period of time. And Kendrick Perkins just agreed with me. Yusuf Nurkic and Enes Kanter are the worst defensive bigs in the NBA. And they keep showing it over and over and over and over again.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Kanter played 6 minutes and was a minus 15.
That's hard to do, boys and girls.
That tells you anything. That's so bad. Like, that's so bad when you are on the court for 6 minutes and you are a minus 15 while you're on the court.
Well, here's the thing. The starter that played the fewest minutes was Yusuf Nurkic.
Yeah.
And it was 32. Mm-hmm. Guess what? That's not sustainable. Mm-hmm. You play your starters 36, 39, 40, and 41 minutes against the Nuggets at the pace that they can play. Mm-hmm. Have you noticed that they've sped up both of the last 2 games?
They have.
Because they know what Portland's doing. They know the only thing you can contend with us with is Lillard going nanners, McCollum being that Robin to his Batman. That's the only way you can contend with us. Mm-hmm. So we're just going to run you out of the series. And it's going to get worse. Now you've taken a game in Portland, and we're
it's all reset.
14 games away. Wearing my Nugget-themed polo today.
Nice.
Nobody noticed. No big deal. I'll point it out for you.
No.
Congratulations.
You need some gold on there somewhere.
Which right?
Oh, I didn't even.
Oh, yeah.
I normally try not to look at your titties, so you know.
Well, I mean, I would not look at yours. I never look at yours because I'm afraid I might see your dick. They hang to that level.
Do your tits hang low? Do they fall to the floor?
That's all right. You couldn't see my dick if you were an Avenger.
Silverado's just chimed in with, you only saying that because the night Austin crushed your Tar Heel soul. First of all, I'm a Florida State fan. Second of all, I pull up for Carolina solely because of how much I hate Duke. Third, you're not wrong. He will forever have a moment in Duke lore that just makes me hate him.
Right here.
Yeah.
That's what I got for you, Austin Rivers.
I feel like you're really close to me.
Am I?
Yeah.
Am I not centered on the?
I just feel like it's time
There's
to
a gigantic freaking.
Am I
you were leaving. I was afraid you were going to stick your finger in my
it's the
coffee
end of the week, and I'm getting tired.
He's dressed as Charlie Sheen, man. He was trying to get in those britches, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Tiger blood.
No.
You don't like my shirt?
Well, no, because it's not a Charlie Sheen shirt. I have Charlie Sheen shirts.
Oh yeah, the ones that that has
shirt?
to have the ones in the middle. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and they're.
I used to have a bunch of those.
Hey, at least it's a collared shirt. He dressed up for us today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm throwing the old Grateful Dead out there because my old hippie ass.
I'm getting in the mood because the community pool opens this afternoon.
Oh God, I fear for every single person's eyes at that.
Yeah,
pool.
we have a little Facebook group for the whole neighborhood, and they posted last night, hey, the pool's opening tomorrow, and I posted a picture of a seal bouncing down the beach.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it's going to look like.
Just want to give everybody fair warning, because this fat ass is going to be seeing a lot.
Do they have a rule that if you weigh over 300 pounds, you have to wear a shirt in the pool?
Nope.
Nope. Are you a shirt in the pool
I'm
guy?
not a shirt in the pool guy.
You should be.
I am not a shirt in the pool guy.
You should be.
No, fuck it. Fuck everybody else.
And just let them all hang out, dude. Yeah, damn right, dude. You ain't trying to please nobody else, dude. Just get out there and show them. But say, this is fucking hard work and dedication.
That's right. I got a wife. I got kids. I ain't trying to impress nobody.
Just make sure.
Especially not anybody from the HOA.
Yeah. And then make sure you just get the underboob sun lotion.
HOA is some of the worst letters put together in the world. I have never seen anybody that went, you know who I really love? My HOA. They're fantastic.
I mean, mine are fine. I love all of my neighbors. I've not met one person in my neighborhood that I go, I really don't like that guy. They're all great, and we all run the HOA together, so I'm completely cool with it. But, you know, if they were to tell me to, you know, it's one of those things. They lay off of me, but if they start handing down, draconian rules. Then it's going to be another one. I mean, I've lived in those places.
Yeah.
Like, you can't leave your garage door open, or your grass can't be any higher than half an inch. Or, have y'all never lived in one of those places?
What?
Where like the HOA rules are so damn strict that you can't do anything.
I don't abide by rules well. So, I'm sure I probably have lived in a.
Right.
Oh,
I
shit.
hear
I almost
stupid
choked on
shit
my
like
coffee.
that, and I go, I'm just not gonna, because I bet you won't do shit about it. I bet you won't do anything about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Currently, my yard looks like you should have the crocodile hunter and a machete to get through.
Yeah.
And you know why? Because somebody made a smart-ass comment, and I'm just asserting my dominance.
It's like the game you play where you just wait. You don't want to do the dishes for the 100th time, so you just leave them and leave them and leave them
wait
and
to
leave
see
it.
if anybody else does it.
And then you finally just get sick of it, and you're over there like slamming shit. Like, I left these over here for like 4 days, and damn it, nobody done the damn dishes.
Yeah, that's my world.
See,
as well.
I treat my business and my HOA dealings and all those as I used to treat my my dating life.
Yeah.
And a lot of people see my wife. Jonathan Welch is still convinced that my wife's not real. Everybody in the studio can vouch she is real.
I mean, she is real, but I don't know that she has a real brain.
She also
Real
has.
dumb for
She
you.
actually had the same score on the SAT that I did.
I mean, she's a
very bright.
I'm not saying
very
she's
smart.
stupid. I'm saying she's been mesmerized by the golden something over here.
Something about that guy. Oh,
It ain't the mullet. It damn sure ain't the mullet.
Yeah.
But I treat
sexy.
But I
He
treat
outkicked
dealing
his
with
coverage
rules
by a lot.
100%. I treat all the rules and shit like that much like I treated dating. Of if I just bug you into submission, eventually it will just take less effort to just let me do what I want. And
See, Alexander, no, fuck that bitch. That's done. Said he lived in an HOA where they thought they could put a camera on his property.
Oh, hell to the no.
Hell no.
Nah.
We're gonna fight over that.
Nah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care about HOA fees are going up $5 because we need to do something for the pool. All right, cool. We'll do that.
I got news for you. You all have cameras on your property. All of you. Every one of you has a camera on your property.
On your phone?
Nope. Pigeon.
Pigeons.
They're in the trees. They're in the trees and they're surveilling you. Just telling you. You ever notice the HOA knows what you do before you do it?
Yeah.
Fucking pigeons.
Yeah. Hashtag Amy's not real. Amy is actually a government robot to take out Jeremy before the birds aren't real theory.
She's a
catches on.
fembot from the Austin Flowers.
Really, her greatest flaw is her taste in men.
Yeah, I know.
That's about it.
Oh, fudge me. What is going on? How'd I get kicked out of the damn
Did
comment
you say
thing?
fudge me?
Yeah, right in the fudge hole.
Oh, Patrick Holt, I'm not going to repeat that, but yeah, you're right about HOAs. I'm just going to leave it there.
So the Bucks are good and the Heat are bad. That's enough analysis.
Yeah. Hey, you want analysis?
That's enough analysis for that.
You want analysis of Milwaukee Bucks, Miami Heat? It'll take 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Caleb, put that camera right here. Milwaukee, hot. Miami,
Yeah, that's
and
it.
we're done. And that's it. That's all you need to know.
It is sad to watch, but we have seen the end of them.
Yes.
We can count out Miami. We can count out Boston. Those things are for sure.
Yeah.
Washington, not much hope for them.
No.
Who else are we counting out? Who else are we done with? Oh, we're done with the Clippers. Clippers don't have any fight left, do you think?
What, it's 2-0?
Yeah.
They could probably win a game.
Clippers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
4-0.
Yeah.
Out.
Yeah.
Bye. Going back to Dallas, done got run through twice.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's
Thank
really...
you for flying United.
Oh, not to mention stories came out that after the Game 2 loss, Rondo was fighting with everybody in the locker room, including the head coach. And
Shocker of
Hey,
shockers.
weird. It's weird how
Yeah.
I said that of you fired the larynx himself. Take and vouch for this because we had this argument not 2 minutes after Doc Rivers got fired. Of you fired larynx himself, and he's a far superior coach than anybody you can hire.
Bingo.
Then you bring in Ty Lue, and what? You mean the guy that was LeBron James' little lackey for how many years in Cleveland? Okay then. Yeah, that's gonna work out hunky dunky.
That's because he can work with big egos.
yeah.
I mean, that was the only argument that they had. He can work with big egos. He can work with stars, and he's won a championship before.
You need someone to be able to tell
He's not
Paul
Doc
George.
Rivers. Stop it.
Yeah.
Look, I took the other side of that. Of maybe they didn't make a bad choice because Doc Rivers can't win in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Aside from the big three in 2008 or whenever that was with the Boston Celtics, he has gotten as close can be, and fallen short. So maybe they did make the right call. But I've never said Doc Rivers is a bad coach. They're just great guys, great coaches, great players that just can't get it done in the postseason. And, after 10 years, we're kind of done playing this game. Let's try something new. But this, I was completely against the Tyronn Lue thing. I don't think coaches matter all that much in the NBA anyway, but to a degree, you got to keep your locker room from exploding.
You can't just allow, I don't know, it just seems like it's a player, they can do whatever they want. They can take a day off whenever they want. They can not play whenever they want. And they just don't have, it doesn't seem like they have heart. And Patrick Beverley cannot guard Luka Doncic.
No.
And they keep putting him on there, and Luka just keeps working him over. Guess what? I hate you, Patrick Beverley, and you suck. So, that's enough.
Kawhi Leonard's the only shot that they have.
Well, and he doesn't
make it a difference.
And he's already given up.
He's going to have to be Superman.
Oh, hold on. G-Baby rang the bell in the chat. Sorry, I was asleep on bell duty. The Kevin Vick Memorial Bell, it rings for all who come within it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because he was 100% right. I think he was talking about Rondo's the little dude who thinks he's 6'8". 100%.
But that's always what's been the allure for other players, is that he's a guy that plays bigger than he is. He's a bigger, he thinks he's bigger than he is, and so he plays bigger than he is. Okay.
I'm just really looking forward to seeing the Clippers get run out in 4 games.
Absolutely.
I've never seen a team that has won, well, there are a few, Cleveland Browns, that have never won shit that I want to see that continue. The LA Clippers have become one of those.
Yeah.
After they tanked the last 2 games of the season just so they wouldn't have to face the Lakers in the or the possibility of facing the Lakers in the first round, I was done with it.
Yeah. And
that's not I don't know. I've never been that guy. We're going to lose 2 games so we fall out of a favorable position. No, you know.
And watch Kawhi Leonard end up on the Golden State Warriors.
You play to win the game.
10,001. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Listen, you know what? It's those, and I'm afraid tonight. I'm afraid my Knicks are going to get blown out tonight.
Blown out?
I think they're going to be.
I don't know about blown out.
I got a bad feeling that in Atlanta, this game's going to be pretty rough.
I got a feeling the only cure. Oh, Trey Young.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you're gonna see a whole dose of that.
And here's what I'm trying to do. I think play it down so much that and feel make my head believe that we're gonna get blown out, so that if we have a good game and we end up winning, it makes it that much sweeter.
Right.
And then if we lose, I could say, well, I knew we were gonna lose tonight.
I saw it coming.
Yeah.
Who didn't know?
I knew this.
Hey, let's play a fun game.
This is what I'm trying to do for my heart.
Right.
My heart.
You need to do a lot of things for your heart.
Like less burgers.
Like Welch said.
Anything that results in your resting heart rate being below, I don't know your zip code.
It's pretty. It's
Let's play a fun game.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you every game tonight. You guess the line.
okay.
Ooh. Okay.
Knicks at Hawks.
That will be Hawks minus 4.
You split the difference. It's Atlanta minus 4.5. Nets at Celtics.
Nets.
That's 13.
13?
Yeah,
I'm
too much.
gonna go 10.5.
7.5.
Oh.
Brooklyn by 7.5. This is the reason I'm asking. Clippers at Mavericks.
It should be Mavericks.
It's
like
gonna
2.
be Clippers minus 2.
Clippers minus 2.
Yeah.
I believe I'm gonna have me some of that.
Yeah.
It's
BT Dub, if you guys want to just make some free money, just listen to what Jeremy's had to say over the last, week and a half.
I haven't missed a game pick that didn't involve the stupid LA Lakers in 7 days?
Yep.
It was last Thursday.
Yeah.
Was the last time I missed a game.
20 and 2? Because you were 18-1. So
I'm only giving myself credit for the ones that I put out on the ESPN show. So I think I'm in the last 7 days. Hold on, I'll look. I thought it was tracks this.
I think it's like 21 and 2 because
I didn't put all those out. If I put it on Twitter exclusively, or if I just tell you guys, I don't count it.
Yeah.
It only counts if there is video evidence.
Okay.
Over the last 7 days, I am 14 and 4.
Yeah.
31 and 16 against the spread in the last 30 days. Dollar bill, y'all.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good. He's doing pretty good.
Yeah, look, I had a really bad month. Do you know what I am for the year in the NBA?
No.
And I need you to understand, Tank can verify this. I had the most god-awful month in the history of betting.
You couldn't.
I couldn't play dead in a fucking Western. In the NBA this year, I'm still, with the worst month ever, I'm still 25 games over 500.
Nice.
135, 109, and 1.
Hell yeah.
And that's only going to get.
I've only had one push
when
all
it
year,
comes
by
to
the way.
college football season.
Oh,
yeah.
College football.
Yeah.
College football's my I need you to understand this too, and I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but I am on a hot streak. The NBA is the worst sport I bet by a mile. College football and the NFL, dollar.
This is a guy who told me yesterday that he's got a cricket betting guy.
I have a cricket guy.
He's got a cricket guy.
I do. I have a cricket guy. I have a table tennis
Does that
guy.
make any?
I
I have a rugby guy. I have a soccer guy.
Do you even know the rules of cricket?
Nope.
He don't need to. He just
Don't
needs to
have
know.
to.
He just needs
Don't
to know
care.
a guy who knows the rules
Don't
of
care the
cricket
rules.
and knows who's going to bet and who to bet on.
I don't understand horse racing, but I got a horse racing guy.
You don't understand horse racing? They get out of a gate and then
Nope.
they run around in a circle.
Not what I'm talking about. I don't understand how you look at a horse and go, that one's faster. Because they all look exactly the fucking same.
They have races that they have raced previous to the race that they're in, and they usually
Got that.
Yeah.
Got it. Understand all that shit. Smart ass. I understand all of that. What I'm saying is I don't understand how you look at 10 horses and they've won 44 of their last 45 races and go, no, that one sucks.
It's that gleam.
He's 100 to 1.
The gleam in their eye.
Yeah.
You can just tell a winner on the day of the race. I've never understood that.
Patrick Holt said, just don't listen to Jeremy's Kansas State college football bets. You came in on the worst year of Kansas State.
Yeah, don't do that.
I was fucking a live wire
Yeah, he
on
was.
Kansas State for about 3 years. And I will be again. Look, I got Rona'd last year, so there were some less than ideal scenarios.
Shit got weird.
We're on a new shit now. We're all back to normal.
Oh, yeah. That feels so good.
So I want to talk about Brandon Jacobs.
You want to talk about Brandon
I want to
Jacobs?
talk about Brandon Jacobs.
All right. Do we have any other closing thoughts on the weekend action we're getting ready to see in the NBA?
Just that come Monday morning we'll be
Not here.
13 games away from the 2021 NBA champion Denver Nuggets.
Oh, God. Why did I even set him up for
Okay,
that?
I'm done now.
We knew.
I meant Tuesday. We will not be here Monday.
Yes. We will not be here Monday
Yeah.
because it's Memorial Day and, well, we're just too bougie to work on holidays.
No, it's just we work a lot of days. And this has, it's supposed to be 78 and beautiful on Monday. So I could see a very easy path that my fat ass is around some body of water
Yeah.
just laying beside it.
I got a feeling I'm
Housing Wicked Weed beers.
housing wickedweed.com.
Drink different. And I will be drinking different.
Very good.
Yeah, I got a feeling.
Mullet blowing in the breeze.
No, the only, there are only, 3 competitive series left
And that's probably
right now?
generous.
I mean, it's New York, Atlanta. It's Denver. No, not that one. Utah, Memphis.
No.
No, you don't think so?
No.
Not with Donovan
Damn,
Mitchell back.
No.
Not with Donovan Mitchell back. You don't even think that
You got to turn. There you
that
go.
John Morant and Jaren Jackson. He's coming back.
He's played in both first 2 games.
Right. I know.
No.
He's getting in a groove. They might be able to. You don't know.
Nope.
Phoenix and LA, and it's all going to depend on what happens in Game 4 on
Correct.
Sunday.
God, I hope we come.
Because that one could be.
Yeah.
Yo,
If we come in here and it's 2-2, I'm wearing a Ric Flair.
There you
fucking
go.
Purple and orange bullshit Phoenix Suns.
you got to dig and find it first. You already admitted the
That
other
one's
day.
not that color. That one's Carolina blue. No, it's blue with Carolina blue trim.
Woo!
Yes, I had a Ric Flair robe made for myself. Are you surprised?
No. Nobody's surprised
shocked?
about that. At first I thought Brandon Jacobs was just taking a shot at Tim Tebow. And then now he's talking, no, I'm serious. I actually do want to come back to the NFL.
Serious as cancer, dude.
The former New York Giants running back wants to come back as a defensive end.
He does.
And I mean, I've never seen this before.
Have we figured out if he was kidding?
He says he is dead serious. I thought he was taking a shot at Tim Tebow, just saying, hey, I'm going to come back and play defensive end if Tim Tebow thinks he can come back and play tight end. But apparently, they followed up with Brandon Jacobs, and he says, no, I'm serious. I'm being inspired by Tim Tebow to come back and try to make an NFL comeback and make a position switch.
He says, and I quote, I can still run, I am strong, and there's no way Tim Tebow is a better athlete than I am.
Yep.
I just need a shot, that's it. If I can cut it, if I get cut, I'll take it like a man. Just give me a chance, that's all.
There is absolutely no shot of anybody giving him a chance to do
No.
this. But I almost hope they do. I really do.
Why not? Why would you not give him a shot?
Why
Let
not?
him see what he can do.
Because I'd like to see what everybody has the narrative on that when Brandon Jacobs gets a shot at defensive end and after they were talking about Tim Tebow getting a shot. I mean, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
The garbage that pours out of people's mouth. It's pretty bad. Brandon Jacobs they showed a picture of him and it's not like he's pretty fit still. But a little pudgy in the gut area.
That's why he wants to play on the
that.
defensive
He
line.
said that was me not doing anything for months. I'm sure it was. But I'm a big fan of visuals.
Yeah.
And you said they put out a picture. There it is.
Yeah.
That's Brandon Jacobs at apparently his current size.
Yeah, he's 30.
He looks damn good for 39, but
Well, he's 38 now.
You know
He'll
what
be
he
39
doesn't
before.
look like?
Yeah, a defensive. Oh God, look at Tim Tebow.
He doesn't look like Terminator Tebow, who I still maintain should not be on an NFL roster.
no.
I will say he's got some big damn arms. Like I will give you this: you've gotten in hellacious shape.
Look, I have never wanted a steroid scandal more than the one that's coming with Tim Tebow.
Do you think that pitcher got him tested next week like they always do?
I don't know.
You know,
but I
when
want
somebody breaks
to
off like an 80-yard run, they're always like, yeah, I can break off an 80-yard run and I had to get pee in a cup the next day.
I want somebody to test him, and damn it, I want him to be positive.
There's zero chance that Tim Tebow is taking steroids.
No, I don't believe that.
The guy hasn't even
for
drank a
second.
beer in his fucking life, I don't think.
I don't believe that for a
I'm sure
second,
he's
but I'm saying, please let that happen.
That would be so funny.
I think that's honestly the thing that most people have against Tim Tebow. It's just that he acts too perfect. Like he's got the hot girlfriend. You know, he's decent at everything he tries.
I just want to see this guy make a comeback.
Who?
Oh,
Eddie
Fat Eddie Lacy?
Fat Eddie Lacy.
Oh, that's not
Maybe
good.
he can come back and play defensive tackle.
Oh, God.
No, he's going to play guard.
Patrick Holt said Tebow's juiced up with Jesus' blood and the Holy Spirit.
That's right. That's right. It can do wonders for us all. Jump in, boys. The water is fine.
Tommy said that the Jags hired Jose Canseco as the tight end coach. Yes, sir. Yeah, but listen, that was just Brandon Jacobs is a joke. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen at all. It's just funny to see, somebody come out and say, "Oh, I think I could do this because Tim Tebow is doing it." Well, he's like, a lot younger than you are.
It all comes down to what Trevor Lawrence said about Tim Tebow.
He's a great guy to have around. Great guy.
He's the guy. I mean, he's just an inspirational figure to have around.
Yeah.
And he inspires people to do great things.
Yeah.
Like make asses of themselves.
And then, his
trying
head
to come
coach
back
says,
and play defensive end when you're a running back.
yeah. And then, Urban Meyer comes out and says he envisions seeing Tim Tebow in the Taysom Hill role.
Oh yeah.
And
So stupid.
it's real dumb.
So stupid.
And this is a good lead into our next segment because that statement immediately put Urban Meyer on the hot seat.
That's right.
Because that dude is I think this is going to be an absolute train wreck this year where the wheels are going to fall off the rail so sooner than later, and it could lead to Urban Meyer having one of his special headaches.
Here's the thing. I've said this about Jacksonville multiple times. Look how many people signed on to be on that staff that didn't make it to the first game. Just lost the VP of player development or something like that yesterday. This is a guy that worked with the Steelers for 5 years. You stole him away. He didn't make it to week 1. He didn't make it to fucking training camp. Special teams coach is gone. A litany of other coaches are gone. That's not even including the Boyle thing with the guy from, what was it, Iowa? Isn't that where he was from?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a train wreck. It's a train wreck. And the fact that some people can't see it just makes me laugh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you can't put a coach who just got hired on a hot seat.
Why not? Why not?
I feel, and I agree with you to a point, but I see what he's saying. Of you're doing so many things outside the box that you're subjecting, and this is what I've been trying to say about Urban Meyer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to tell you he's not going to be a good NFL coach. I don't think he's going to be. But everything he's doing is putting himself under a microscope because it looks like you think you're smarter than everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to shift Tim Tebow to a tight end. I'm going to play Travis Etienne in the slot. You know, I took Tyson Campbell a round ahead of where anybody else had him. On and on and on.
And I've seen this exact thing happen.
You're smarter than yourself.
Yep.
I've watched this happen with Chip Kelly.
Yep.
And I feel like I'm watching it again.
Yeah. And I just have a bad feeling. I don't know. He'll make it through the year. And I think they have enough talent on this team to be a competitive football team.
Okay.
Hit the button. The yellow button.
The yellow button.
Or actually, yeah, hit that button. That works too.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. No, they don't.
Okay.
No, they don't. This is a team that's going to get boat raced on the rig.
They have a team that's talented enough to stay competitive in 7-on-7s.
Yeah.
They don't have.
Well, I don't even think that
makes-
because
that is a
defensively
very-
you can't stop anybody.
Yeah. They're going to be rough, and their offensive line is garbage on the outside, so I don't see how they're going to be able to pass the ball because they'll be under. Trevor Lawrence was under constant pressure.
The Tim Tebow or the Urban Meyer Tim Tebow college atmosphere that they're trying to build in Jacksonville, to me, it's just not going to work. There's a reason that other organizations haven't done shit like this is because that's not what professionals
I can't
do.
wait till the first veteran comes out and says, "What the fuck is going on around here?" Like, seriously.
But get ready for all of the storylines of all the Jacksonville Jaguars are having the time of their lives.
Yep.
And it's just a great atmosphere in the locker room with Tim Tebow. Notice they're talking about the emotional stuff.
I'm waiting for Urban Meyer to give him a fight song. You know who did that?
Yeah,
there was a
Lou
coach in
Holtz.
the NFL that actually did that.
Yeah.
His name was Lou Holtz. He was the head coach of the New York Jets. And he decided they needed a fight song to bring them together. I will use any excuse to do Lou Holtz.
Yeah, I like it. I like it when he does it. Yep. Yeah. But yeah.
My wife loves that impression.
But as we enter
She's only heard it a bajillion times.
Yeah.
But as we enter the 2021 NFL season, what coaches are on the hot seat? Urban Meyer is disqualified because he just got hired.
Disagree.
I have seen David Culley's name thrown out there.
If David Culley survives a year, I'll be shocked.
Yeah,
Really?
I'm dead serious too. Yeah.
Why?
Because he's just going to be a scapegoat
Because
for the
literally
year.
they could have brought him in a head bag, and I would have thought they had more intention of keeping him around. I swear to you, they could have trotted him out in handcuffs and a head bag, and I would have believed he had a better shot of being the solution as the head coach of the Houston Texans.
Yeah.
He's a fall guy. That's exactly what he is.
Yeah, he's the fall
Because
guy.
nobody with a pulse would take this job.
Yeah, nobody wanted
So they
any
brought
piece
in
of
the
that job.
passing game coordinator from the Ravens, which is insanity. That's like bringing in, it's like bringing in Caitlyn Jenner to do fucking DUI training courses. It just doesn't make any sense.
But the question is this a 1-year turnaround? Is this possible to have a 1-year turnaround to be more positive going into 2022? No. David Culley's not a 1-year fall guy.
Yes.
100% could be.
There's no way
100%
he's
could
coaching
be.
this team next year, I don't think.
I'm not going to say there's no
disagree.
way, but I could see this going badly. I mean, I've told you repeatedly, the bad in the NFL is way, way worse than.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Michael Whiteside said I need to do Lou Holtz talking about Xander Schauffele. God, that'd be hard to do. Xander Schauffele is the best golfer in the PGA Tour. There's no better. He's just so consistent. Just see the green and just on the green, punch the ball, and then he's going to send it next hole.
Now do the impression of Lou Holtz saying Xander Schauffele like Jeremy Greene.
Xander Schauffele.
That
good
made me
content
feel
right
like
there.
I was inside like some kind of laundry
That's good
detergent
content right
commercial.
there, folks.
Get you a little bit of. Do it again.
Zelda Sofley.
And it will put all the bounce back into your clothes
Yes.
once they come out of the dryer.
Yeah.
I
Just
feel-
a little bit of,
Zelda Sofley.
and your day will be bouncier.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that probably Mike McCarthy's probably the biggest hot seat.
You have
in the
not
league.
said, neither one of you said the name that. I want to see how long you go before you name the guy I'm thinking of. There's one guy that is first and foremost on the hot seat to me, and it's not even close.
Mike McCarthy.
Nope.
Zach Taylor.
Nope. Zach Taylor will not get fired in Cincinnati. I saw Evan Doyle put it in the comments, and I have just been biding time waiting to get back to that because he's 100% right.
Are you thinking
Mike Brown does, and that Bengals organization, they do not tap out on anybody. They bleed every ounce of blood you have in your body and then drag the corpse to the trash can.
Matt Nagy.
Nope.
Vic Fangio.
No.
John Gruden?
No. John Gruden's on the hot seat, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's all that warm. Matt Nagy is too. I'm not saying these guys aren't on the hot seat. There's
Right.
one coach to me that is first and foremost.
First
no
and
doubt,
foremost.
the hottest seat in the NFL. Or the most, I shouldn't even say the hottest seat. It is the riskiest season for this coach, and it's not even freaking close.
Pete Carroll?
No.
Huh. I'm lost then.
It's Cliff Kingsbury.
Oh,
It's Cliff
yeah, it
Kingsbury
makes
to
a lot
the
of
highest
sense.
extreme. Because if you don't go 11-6 and you don't make the playoffs and you're not good, you're gonna be the fall guy. Period. Because they have put every ounce of talent, they have put every resource. They've become a destination. Kyler Murray's been good. The offense is gonna be dumb. The defense is vastly improved. It's Cliff Kingsbury. I think he's the hottest seat in the NFL.
Do you think all these other ones that we said are on the hot seat? Is there any names that we said that you don't feel are?
McCarthy.
You don't think he's on the hot seat?
Oh, I think you're so
Wow,
wrong about
I
that.
really think he's
If they have
definitely
a
on the.
mediocre season again,
They need to make the playoffs. I think.
oh, absolutely.
Jerry Jones will get rid of him. He doesn't make
Absolutely.
the playoffs.
They don't make the playoffs, it's go time.
Yeah.
Jerry will make the call. Because the heat is just getting hotter and hotter and hotter for Mike McCarthy. Right now, everybody in Dallas Cowboy land, they're all just, they're apprehensive. They had high hopes last year, but everybody understands it's Dak Prescott and his injury. It's something like that you can't foresee. And obviously, it hurt this team. But if they have another bad team, or another bad year,
wrong. I'm telling you, you're doing it wrong.
okay.
Think about every coach that's been with the Dallas Cowboys since Jerry Jones has been around.
Yeah.
Jimmy Johnson, Barry Switzer, Chan Gailey, Dave Campo, Bill Parcells, Wade Phillips, Jason Garrett, Mike McCarthy. Half of them have been one thing, half of them have been the other. Half have been really good coaches that got a lot of leeway. That would be Jimmy, that would be Bill Parcells, and I would say now it's Mike McCarthy.
Well, he let Jason Garrett stay forever, and he was just 500.
He was a yes man.
Yeah.
He was a yes man. Then you had a lot of Dave Campo and Jason Garrett and Barry Switzer and Chan Gailey.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Stop.
Jay Haley, I know.
Can't stop laughing.
It's so
I
funny.
feel like Steven has convinced Jerry of you can't have this revolving turnstile.
Right.
You can't. So if you're going to bring in somebody like Mike McCarthy, you have to do this with a plan. Because who are you going to place him with? I understand this is a sought-after job. I get it. What do you do now? All right, so let's say you fire Mike McCarthy. Now what?
Go after Riley.
Who's not going to take his job? If he was going to, if Lincoln Riley was going to take a pro job,
It would have been
already
last
done
year, yeah.
it. He's going to be at Oklahoma until he doesn't want to be anymore.
Yeah.
And they'll build statues, and he'll make $8 million a year, and he'll go get any player he wants.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fun stat that I did not know: how many more games do you think Oklahoma has won in the last 10 years than Texas?
In the last 10 years?
Last 10 years,
I'm going to say 34.
it's 31.
Yeah.
That's close.
That's unfucking believable
Yeah.
to me.
Well, there was a couple years Texas was, what, a lot of 6 and 6s?
Oh, yeah. Lots of 6 and 7 win seasons.
Yeah,
in
and
there.
that
And
when
Oklahoma
Oklahoma's
averages
10 and 2, yeah.
Right.
I mean, that's a
Oklahoma
rabbit
averages
hole.
10
That's
wins.
that's a stat I saw from a story on ESPN.com yesterday.
Oh man, that's crazy. What? Is Gruden on the hot seat because
I'm gonna
of?
say no.
I'm
gonna say no.
He's not that far into his 10. Is it? How many years is it now?
It would be 4.
He's 4 years into the 10-year contract.
This will be year 4, I think.
Yeah, so it's still pretty early. I do think Zach Taylor is on the hot seat in Cincinnati.
I don't. This will be year 4 for Gruden, by the way.
Yeah.
The thing with Zach Taylor is that we're treating it the way that we want it to be. You do have to understand that Cincinnati is, and Evan Boyle, who is a Bengals fan, or Evan Doyle, excuse me, can speak to this because he is a Bengals fan. It's not the most sought job. Mike Brown does not give up on people. The Bengals organization does not.
Right.
Give up on
I mean, they kept Marvin,
do it.
was there for 100 years, so I can see that happening. Any names that we didn't mention that you feel are on the hot seat?
That I feel are?
Yes, that we haven't mentioned yet.
The hottest seats to me are Kingsbury, Nagy. Vic Fangio. I think one of you said him.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'll tell you one that a lot of people are going to tell me I'm drunk on. Matt LaFleur.
Huh. Really? And what would make you say that?
There's going to be a change in Green Bay one way or the other. Because this has gone horribly badly. And there's just been a lot of things LaFleur has done. And I'm not going to say he's on a hot seat. I'm just going to say I see a path to him not being the coach here a year from now. If this goes terribly with Aaron Rodgers for whatever reason.
They're going to pin it on him?
Who else are they going to pin it on?
They're going to pin it on GM.
God, it drives me crazy when you do that.
They're not getting rid of
They're
him.
not going to do that.
Yeah.
This organization has been the model of consistency. They're not going to do that. Take Brian Gutekunst's name out of your vernacular because it does not matter. It's not going to happen. He's the GM here for the long haul.
Yeah.
Been with the team for 30 damn years. He's going nowhere.
Yeah. There's a name that keeps coming up on a lot of these when you're looking at the hot seat that really surprised me. It was Mike Zimmer from Minnesota.
Mike Zimmer was the one that I was, when you asked me if there was one you hadn't said. So, and here's the thing. I feel really bad for Mike Zimmer because I really like what they did in the draft. And I think this team's about a year away from being the best team in that division. The problem is their schedule's god awful.
Tough.
And I just don't see any way that they're going to come out of it unscathed.
They
have the toughest 6-game stretch of any team I've ever seen.
What's the line? What could what could Minnesota do in this season that gets Mike Zimmer fired?
Not make the playoffs.
That's it? They win 8 games and you say he gets fired.
Yeah. Because there's about to be a big transition in Minnesota. And I don't know, and look, I know they like Mike Zimmer.
Yeah, it's not that,
If the offense is not good, that you're really going to need this offense to be good. Because the big knock on him is, yes, you can coordinate a defense, yada, yada, yada. But the offense is so damn inconsistent. And I put that on Cousins, not necessarily the coaching regime, but I don't know that they feel the same way.
Yeah. For me, I don't think Mike Zimmer's on the hot seat. I think that's one of those lukewarm breakdowns. You got your seat's on fire, and then your seat's really hot, and then lukewarm. I think Mike Zimmer's down on the lukewarm level. I think Mike McCarthy, to me, is the one on the hottest seat.
I believe so. It was really surprising to hear, Jeremy, that you didn't think he was on the hot seat, but I understand where you're coming from.
Which one?
Mike McCarthy. I can understand where you're coming from. I just don't see him.
It's the job that matters the most.
It would be something where they ended up at like 7-10 or lower. I could see Mike McCarthy being fired. Now, if they end up 500, that 8 and 9, I think it's that close of a thing. Or if, let's say, they lose a bunch in the beginning of the season and they go on like a 5-game winning streak at the end of the season because they've kind of figured this whole thing out.
If everybody stays healthy and the Dallas Cowboys have a losing record, Mike McCarthy's not the coach of this team anymore. It's the most important job in the NFL. Head coach for the Dallas Cowboys, especially to Jerry Jones. No, follow me down the path.
I don't think it's the most important. It might be the most sought after job.
It's not the most sought after because you have to work for Jerry Jones. It was just not. I mean, there's a reason that there's been a lot of Dave Campos, Jason Garrett's, and Chan Gailey.
But when you're the head coach of America's team, because they still believe that shit. They still buy into all of that down in Dallas.
They do. The NFL on the whole does not.
And Jerry Jones, I don't think he's going to put up with it.
No, I think you're stuck in the way of thinking when Jerry was uncontrollable. Now you've got Steven that is his. That's the one keeping him in
frankly,
control.
he should be fed up too.
Yeah.
I would be.
With what? Mike McCarthy?
With Mike McCarthy.
After a year?
Especially if they can't, like
That's
I say,
dumb.
pull a
I'm
winning
going to be
record.
as nice about that as I can. That's dumb.
Okay.
Your quarterback's leg got snapped in half 5 weeks into the season. You had a defensive coordinator that should not have been in the NFL.
That's kind of part of my problem.
What, that he hired the wrong guy? Okay, who else was he going to hire? Dom Capers? Yeah, you want him to bring Dom Capers back?
No. I'm sure there were plenty of qualified candidates
It's
out
all
there.
about relationships in the NFL. You're putting that on Mike McCarthy. Can I say that was a possibility going in? You knew that. It just didn't work. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of just constant turnover.
No.
I'm not. And I look at Dallas and go, this is probably the best coach who's going to take this job. I think pretty highly of Mike McCarthy. No, I mean, I'm not saying he's John Harbaugh or Bill Belichick or any of those other, but I think he's a pretty damn good coach.
I just felt like his last 3 years.
Oh, and by the way,
in
the
Green
offense
Bay,
was tremendously
so
good,
bad.
and they couldn't run a greasy peg up a cat's ass.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think there needs to be something said there. I just feel like you're tapping out on McCarthy entirely too quick.
I'm not tapping out on McCarthy. I'm not saying this is what's going to happen. I'm saying if that happens, I think he's done. I think they honestly will move on. I mean, the way it's just there's so much high hopes for this team, and they'll give you got a break for last year.
And I just don't know. I just feel like somehow, because Jerry just gave Dak that big, huge contract, he's expecting Mike to utilize him. And if it's something where they don't make something, he's going to kind of be of a scapegoat to, he didn't utilize Dak the way that I wanted him to, or something like that. I don't know. I could just see a losing record leading to some contentious offseason where he might be fired or, we give you one more year.
Now, the Dallas Cowboys are going to be good this year. I'm convinced of that. I think they're a double-digit win team. I think it would be a surprise not to see them be a double-digit win team. I don't think this is going to happen. What I'm saying, if it does happen, he's gone. Just like if the Las Vegas Raiders are as bad as he thinks they're going to be, which they won't be, but John Gruden most definitely will get fired.
You're wrong.
Okay.
See, you do this with coaching hires. You take what you think. You're not taking in this is one person's call. Mark Davis has a hard-on for John Gruden that wouldn't touch ours for Cindy Crawford. So, I mean, would you fire him? Sure. It's not your damn call.
Yeah.
It's Mark Davis and his shitty haircut. You're talking about a guy that goes to Supercuts and he's got $10 billion.
Goes to Supercuts.
Not necessarily the greatest decision maker you've ever seen. And he's just completely infatuated with John Gruden.
Yeah.
I don't see any path. Gruden's not the coach of this team for the next 3 years.
After 4 years being on this team and having them just be mediocre to this point,
they're garbage and they're not going to get anything.
they end up having a 6-win, 5-win season.
Yeah.
It'd be awful.
They're not going to win that many games.
Brian's so wrong on the Raiders.
I'm not.
There's not a team in the NFL he's more wrong on.
No, I'm not. This is what I'm going to die. This is the shield I'm going to die on.
Yeah,
is that the
and that's
Raiders are
fine.
going to be hot,
And that's
hot
fine.
garbage.
You can die on that shield all you want to. I'm just saying, when John Gruden was hired, there was all of the talk about can he still coach in today's game? Is he really that good of a coach anyway? He always has that Super Bowl. Even though he has a Super Bowl to his credit, it's always hanging over his head that it wasn't his guys. That he just took Tony Dungy's team and won a Super Bowl.
And won a Super Bowl that Tony Dungy couldn't win. I hate that narrative so damn much.
It's fine, but it's true.
I hate that narrative. Oh, he won with somebody else's players. Was he still the coach? Is he still the one calling the plays? Okay, cool. Because I got news for you. The coach doesn't have as much say in drafting those players as you think he does.
Yeah.
Tony Dungy sure as shit didn't in Tampa Bay.
In Tampa Bay, who gets the most credit for that Super Bowl?
For the
For the Super Bowl.
first one?
Yeah, for the first one, 2002.
Who gets the most credit?
Just around Tampa Bay, most people would say it's Tony Dungy's team. Tony Dungy's team, and Gruden was there.
Win a playoff game.
I know,
with them,
and I know that.
He gets no credit to me.
You're right. Tony Dungy was the right answer there. Who's number 2? Who gets the second most credit?
Warren Sapp.
Nope.
Monty Kiffin.
Monty Kiffin gets the second most credit. John Gruden's third on that list. Now, do we still love him because he won us the Super Bowl? Absolutely. Because Tony Dungy, like you say, got us deep into the playoffs, couldn't get over that hump, end up with John Gruden the next year, and he takes us to the Super Bowl. Goes up against his old team, which he knew all of their plays, basically. Told Monty Kiffin, and Monty Kiffin went, watch this. We're going to make a fool out of him on national television. And that's exactly what happened. All I'm saying is there's always been that cloud hanging over John Gruden. There was so much hope that he was going to transform this team. If it doesn't happen in year 4, they're going to start. He'll be on this list again. Do I necessarily think he's going to get fired? No, because I think this is going to be a decent team. You're going to continue to see growth.
I hate that Tony Dungy argument so much. And you say you got him deep in the playoffs. He had 2 playoff wins in 7 years. He didn't get them deep in the playoffs. I got them
they were in the.
I'm looking at the record in front of me.
When was the St. Louis year? Did we not get a win that year?
They had 1 playoff win in '97 and '99. They were 1 and out 2 years in a row. Other than that, so he was 2 and 4 in the playoffs in Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
And then
a win is deep for Tampa in the playoffs.
Your derision to John Gruden is comical.
I don't have derision for John Gruden.
You always have.
I speak facts. These are all facts. Don't care about your feelings.
You speak facts of they're Tony Dungy's players. Did he draft any of them? No. He was the coach. He was the head coach. Did he have a say in it? Sure. Did he win shit with them? No. John Gruden came in there with the best team in the NFL, and they went and won the Super Bowl in a blowout. John Gruden should get the lion's share of credit for that. I mean, it's literally anything else is a dumb opinion to me. That would be like I'm trying to give a good rationale for that. That'd
be like Barry Switzer winning a Super Bowl with Jimmy Johnson's players.
No, that would be
because I've heard you say that.
Barry Switzer did win a Super Bowl with Jimmy Johnson's players.
What's the difference?
Because that team had just won 2 fucking Super Bowls. They had just won 2. There's a big fuck difference. Jimmy Johnson won 2 Super Bowls, got run out of town by Jerry Jones. Barry Switzer came in. I could have coached that fucking team. I had Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin in that defense. Jesus Christ, one of my children could have coached that team, and they would have been in the NFC title game. Fuck. Tony Dungy goes 1 and out in the playoffs 3 years in a row. And then John Gruden comes in and wins the Super Bowl, and you don't see how one's a better coach than the other. I will never understand that. And I've heard you say that 100 times.
Now I think we are going to fight because you honestly believe John Gruden's a better coach than Tony Dungy.
I think they're dead equivalent.
I
think Tony Dungy might be the most overrated coach of my lifetime because people make him sound like he's Tom fucking Landry. Yeah. He had an unbelievable defense that was built by not him, and then he walked into Peyton Manning. I'm not saying he's not a great coach. He's a Hall of Fame coach, no doubt. But you've got him up here and John Gruden down here, and that is stupid to me.
They're probably a little bit closer.
I mean, absolutely stupid. Who's the best quarterback John Gruden ever had? It's Rich Gannon. Don't say any word other than that.
Yeah.
That's the best quarterback the man ever had. Tony Dungy had Peyton fucking Manning. You ever notice that great coaches seem to have great quarterbacks? It's weird. Just like good-looking guys tend to have hot wives. Those two things do seem to they seem to play together, don't they? Okay, Dungy's a step above Gruden. Fine. Also had markedly better players. Now Gruden's had more say in player personnel than Dungy did. So there's a knock there on Gruden.
Yep.
But yeah, they're very, very, very equivalent.
I learn something new every day. Vic Fangio, obviously, he is on the what? We got to close out the thing here.
I'm still stuck on the learn something new every day. Both have a Super Bowl title. I mean, yeah, Dungy's got a much better record. He had much better players. It's weird. Bill Belichick's record sucked until he wound up with Tom Brady.
Well,
I think Bill Belichick, Tony Dungy, and John Gruden are pretty equivalent, if I'm being really honest. One had Tom fucking Brady. One had Rich Gannon. There's a big damn difference there.
Rich Gannon was fucking awesome.
I love how he's both giving no credit and too much credit to coaches at the exact same time. That's hard to do. All right, proceed to whatever you're.
Proceed.
I had to get that out.
yeah. Okay. Look at the rest of John Gruden's career in Tampa Bay and tell me you think.
I am looking at it, actually. I'm looking dead at it.
Yeah.
He went 11-5, and then a whole bunch of mediocre. Yeah, guess what? Look at Tony Dungy's career in Tampa Bay. He won 12 games twice. That's it. And then there was a whole lot of, 6-10, 8-8, 9-7. As a matter of fact, he never won 12 games. He won 10 twice, 11 once, 9-8-6. Okay. John Gruden won, let's see. He won 11, 12, 2 9s, and then had 2 bad years. Pretty damn equivalent to me.
All right. We'll agree to disagree on that one. Anyhow, Vic Fangio, Matt Nagy, I think those are actually the most likely to get fired because I honestly don't see them doing anything this year that's going to impress their bosses.
I could see, because I think Fangio is already on a hot seat. I think he got one more year, and I think this is it.
I think Fangio was trotted out in a head bag.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's how they wound up with Drew Lock and Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then we all know what's going on in Chicago. I mean, that's a time bomb ready to tick, and it's
And if it goes poorly, it's absolutely the end.
and it's weird because
And it's going to have to go way better than anybody expects.
Well, a lot of it's going
save
to be,
itself.
I think, what's going to end up happening is that Nagy's going to want to start Dalton for the longest time, and then above is going to keep saying we need to put Justin Fields in, and then they're going to come to a head, and then Nagy's going to use that and say, we just couldn't come to agreement. I didn't want to play the rookie, and he can kind of maybe help him save face a little bit. In some sort of respects, you know what I mean? I quit basically because I didn't want to play the rookie. I could see something like that happening in Chicago, but
All right.
I could also see him being there the whole entire year because it's really weird, like how people were saying that Chicago never fires anybody in the season, and that not that. I think this is a whole different circumstance you're coming up with, but
Name me the last quarterback the Bears took in the first round.
oh god, I don't know.
Cade McNown.
Oh,
That was the last quarterback they took in the first round.
yeah.
Gross.
So
Or no, that's a lie. They took Rex Grossman 2 years later because Cade McNown was such a god-awful bust.
yeah, yeah.
And Rex Grossman was in the middle 20s. Cade McNown was 11. This is
I didn't
Justin
realize
Fields
that.
is tied for it is 11 because Justin Fields is tied for the highest quarterback they've ever drafted.
Yeah.
A whole big damn difference.
We hope everybody has a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. We will not be with you here on Monday. It's been a lot of fun over the past week. Don't forget to check out our Patreon, patreon.com/thesportsocracy. We are here every weekday morning at 9-ish here in the Wicked Weed studio. Don't forget to check out our friends over the weekend as well at wickedweedbrewing.com. It's getting hotter outside, so we're gonna need to tap up some all-day IPAs.
It's a great time to drink different.
That's right. Great time to drink different. Like how you said that. I'm Tate Spencer. He's Brian Haynes. Jeremy Greene as well.
Yeah.
We'll be back with you on Tuesday. Tune in this afternoon. ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400, and of course live or on demand everywhere on the iHeartRadio app for the Sports Tank with Jeremy Greene, 3 to 5. We will see you next time.